Hi guys, it's a beautiful day here in Naples, so I thought I would shoot in my garden. So here I am. Today I'm gonna be doing the Shopping My Shelf tag, which was started by the classy Anna over at Anna Reads Books. Thank you for tagging me, Anna. And she got the idea from the beauty community and transferred it over to BookTube. The concept of getting excited again about a book you've owned for a long time but never gotten around to reading, or maybe you've started but never finished, is so super cool, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. The first book I picked up while shopping my shelf is Letter to a Child Never Born by Oriana Fallaci. She was the first female Italian journalist to be sent to a place of war to report back to a newspaper, and I really admire her for that. This is written in first person from the point of view of a completely anonymous, faceless, nameless, independent working woman who one night suddenly realizes she is pregnant. She therefore starts an inner dialogue with her unborn child, which is really a monologue that centers on questions such as, is it right for her to ruin her career, her life, which is an already formed life, for the sake of a life that is yet to come to be? And is it right for her to force this child to be born without knowing if it wants to actually live in a world such as this, in which survival is brutal and violent and freedom is but a dream? And I think those are really interesting questions. Next up we have Dream Angus by Alexander McCall Smith. I bought this for my mom for Mother's Day in 2008, so that's quite a while ago, and I still haven't read this, so it may be time for me to get to it. And it's basically a modern retelling of the myth of Dream Angus, which is a Celtic god. Next up is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. It's an extremely popular fantasy book, and I bought it about 3 years ago. I know, it's a long time and I still haven't read it. Back in the time, I had a renewed interest in all things fantasy thanks to George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire saga, which really made me rediscover this wonderful, stunning genre that I had kind of forgotten about. I wish I could get to this very soon, but I know I'm not gonna get to it before the summer. So, last but not least, I picked up Sinuhe the Egyptian by Mika Valtari. I know you haven't heard about this most likely, but this is supposedly the most famous Finnish novel worldwide. This has even been made into a movie, but it's a pretty old one, so not even I have seen it. It tells the story of Sinuhe, who as a baby was put into a basket and sent off towards its destiny along the waters of the Nile. Luckily, he was picked up by a very lovely couple, a doctor and his wife, who adopted him. Sinuhe then grew to be a doctor as well. He made a name for himself in this working field, and then he met a very dangerous woman who made him lose all of his fortune. And thus begin all of Sinuhe's adventures, because he goes into exile to Syria and starts on a series of journeys. I already started reading this when I was very young, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But I went through the same thing with Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, which I'm reading right now actually, and I'm loving it at this age. I'm hoping I might be as lucky as I am with Les Mis, with Sinuhe the Egyptian. That was the Shopping My Shelf tag. I hope you guys enjoyed, maybe heard about some new books, and I will be seeing you soon.